In today's video, we're going to be checking out the new Bravado Banshee GTS that just dropped into GTA 5 Online. We're going to be customizing it and putting it to the test to see if it's any good. So by the end of this video, you'll know if you should spend your money on this new vehicle. Without further more yapping, let's get into the video. So over here we got the Bravado Banshee GTS. I'm super excited to customize this thing. Hopefully you guys are ready to see me customizing this beauty. So yeah, let's get on with the customization. Okay then, so let's first off put on the armor. Let's also put on our brakes because we want to stop. And bumpers, front bumpers. So we got a stock delete, a small splitter, a throwback splitter, an extended splitter, competition splitter, and competition splitter with a tow hook. I'm actually a fan of this competition splitter, so let's go with that. For the rear bumpers, we got the stock delete, which removes the diffuser. We got the extended stock diffuser, a street diffuser, that's pretty cool, a race diffuser, a competition diffuser with tow hook. I'm gonna go with a regular competition diffuser. The headlights are pretty cool. They're pretty unique. I wouldn't say they look better than the actual version of the car, but yeah, they do look fine. Engine, let's max that out. And exhaust, we got the rear end exhaust. So it starts out with the exhaust over here. If you can put one at the rear over here in these two, I'm presuming. Yeah. Then we got the round rear exhaust, the titanium tipped quad rear exhaust, quad titanium tip exhaust. These are pretty small, surprisingly. Side exit, that is interesting. What the hell? Why in the middle? We got the race side exit. Ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay then, I think I'm gonna keep it stock though. I'm gonna keep it stock. Grill, we got the primary grill. That's interesting. It looks much better black. Primary looks weird. We got that in carbon. We got the stripped grill. I can't really see what it is. A throwback grill. That is interesting. And the same grill in carbon. Okay then, maybe I'll just go with the stripped grill. Yeah, let's just do that. Hood, we can completely remove everything, strip the hood. We can do a carbon version of that, an arch vent delete hood, a carbon arch vent delete hood, a center vent delete, that's interesting, a carbon center vent delete, a vented hood, that in carbon, a throwback hood, that's pretty interesting, that also in carbon, a throwback hood with clamps over here, that's pretty sick actually. And then we got that in carbon as well. So I'm gonna go, let's go with this, the throwback. That actually looks pretty cool. So this thing got Imani tech, so we can put a missile lock-on jammer on that. That's pretty sick. So let's put on the missile lock-on jammer. Lights, let's put xenon lights, as well as put in a neon kit to improve the performance. And livery, let's get to the liveries. Let me just do the mirrors first. Let's do the mirrors first. We can do that in secondary, carbon, primary race mirrors, that in carbon, hood mounted mirrors. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. That in carbon. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty unique. I'm going to keep it stock. Plate, let's just do yellow and black with a slush plate. And now let's do the respray. Let's make this somewhat of a gray so we can see the liveries. So liveries, we got a white stripe. This looks really good. This is just the classic, not gonna lie. You got the single black stripe over here. That's pretty sick. You got the GTS stripe. Really good looking, honestly. The stop light racer graphic. Oh, this is like the one on the Banshee 900R. That's pretty cool. We got the abstract design. Interesting. Bravado racing. Not a fan. It could work maybe. Trickster racing. Don't like that much. We got the cable racing, if I'm saying it correctly. Looks pretty decent. And back to stock. I'm gonna go with the white stripe. That looks nice. I wish there was a black stripe as well. That could have been sick, but it is what it is. Okay then. So we can do a roll cage on this thing. We can do a normal cage. We can do a padded cage with carbon seats. So the normal seats are like that. Interior actually is just like the normal one. I wish there was a more unique interior, but it is what it is. So we got padded cage with carbon seats. That's pretty good. We got a padded cage with race seats. Same thing with the track seats. Same thing with this track seat and the doors. That's pretty cool. And then padded street track seats. That is just more aggressive racing racing doors with the seat. That's pretty cool. Maybe I can go with a cage. You know what? No, forget it. Forget the roll cage. Roof. You can put a roof scoop. You can put a race roof scoop and a competition roof scoop. I'm gonna go with a normal roof scoop. I feel like it fits this car. Spoilers. We can remove the spoiler. That's pretty cool. A ducktail one. That in carbon. A cutout ducktail. That also in carbon. That's pretty cool. Carbon stock wing. That is sick. That is sick. A small wing. Okay. That in carbon. A raised wing. That in carbon. A street wing. As well as that in carbon. A race wing. That in carbon as well. And a competition wing. And that in carbon as well. That is super sick. I don't know if I want to go for it on this build. Maybe do stock delete. Let's actually do that. Stock delete. Let me try that. Sunstrip. We can put a primary, secondary, a plastic sunstrip, the white Fukuru, black Fukuru, men match sunstrip if I'm saying that correctly. Black. That's same thing in black. White power metal, black power metal, and that's about it. I'm not gonna go with the sunstrip on this thing. That'll look too odd. Suspension. Let's go with competition. Actually, competition is quite low. Let's do street. Let's do street. Transmission. Let's max that out as well. And trim. Ooh. What is the trim? Oh, it's the outside, I'm presuming. Yeah. Okay, so it's the black accents, mainly over here and on the back. We got that in secondary and carbon. You know what? I'll go with carbon. That looks pretty sick. Turbo. Let's put that on for sure. Wheels. I love the stock wheels. We might just have to stay with them. Yeah, I think we have to just keep the stock wheels, honestly. Let's bulletproof the tires. Tire design, we can't put that on. Okay, let's go with a respray. I want to go with some sort of a blue. Ooh. That is looking sick. I think we're going to go with the racing blue, boys. Otherwise, it does probably look good in yellow. Yeah, yellow is looking kind of good. It's looking good in orange too, bright orange. Pink, nope. Red is looking really nice. Red is looking really nice. And now let's do the secondary paint. So the secondary paint is over here, and if you do any of the accents outside as secondary, it also counts as that. I'm just gonna make this frost white. And trim, it just does the seats. So I'm just gonna leave it stock, honestly. So yeah, that is the customization. So now it's time to test this thing out and see if it's any good. Just before we carry on with the video, I do want to say that 95.3% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be giving you guys content on all the new things in this DLC as fast as possible. So yeah, let's get back into the video. Okay then, boys, this is the Bravado Banshee GTS outside. It is looking amazing. I also put a spoiler on just in case, so we have our traction bonus. So let's launch this thing over here. It has a little wheel spin launch, but it's pretty good. Acceleration wise, we are picking up speed incredibly well, boys. This is really good. Oh shit, it's not turning. Okay, this thing might have a turning problem. It is not turning that well. But it does seem like this thing is going incredibly fast. It's definitely really boaty, but it's really fast. Kind of what you expect out of like a muscle car like this. I mean, it isn't bad at turning. It is something controllable. It's definitely better than most muscle cars out there. I feel like this thing does feel a little heavy though. I think if it oversteered just a tiny bit instead of understeering, it could be actually really good. Like over here, like if I'm turning, it's not oversteering, it's just understeering. Maybe if we remove the spoiler, it could, you know, be fixed. But like, it's kind of lacking on the turning ability. But when it comes to getting up to speed, this thing is a beast. It is really good. And then the top speed, like, it's really good. It does sound like the Bravado Banshee 900R, which is interesting. The brakes are okay. They could have been better, but for a car like this, I would say they're pretty good. Now the Bravado Banshee GTS comes for just under $2 million, and if you upgrade it with like the MI tech that we just did, it probably costs you close to $3 million. So yeah, I would say this is probably worth it, because you do get access to the missile lock-on jammer, which allows you to not get locked on by any people using homing missiles, which is really good, and a decent performing car. Now, I wouldn't say this is a car that I would say if you want to go for performance reasons you should buy this. I wouldn't say that. I would say you should go with something else, but just for like cool reasons of like this type of car, I would say go ahead if you want to get it. If you like the car, go ahead. And because I love the car, it is so nice. I love it. I honestly love it. I feel like they could have done better on the back. It looks a little odd, but yeah, it still looks really good. In my opinion, I think this is a good car, and you should check this out if you have the money for it.